Let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. We got Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo episode right now. Now, as you guys know, I did an interview with Eddie Bravo, and I had to ask him one of the questions that's been circulating in the JRE community. Is Joe keeping you from talking about certain things? Is there, in my words, is he trying to protect you in some kind of way? Because Eddie's always saying too much. Eddie actually is going to give you that answer. But first, I'm just going to show you guys some stuff here. I've been looking into this situation for quite some time. I have this episode here, Has Joe Rogan Silenced Eddie Bravo on the JRE? And here's one of my examples I was using back in the day.
I know it's
Tesla
a 4.5 hour video. Which
no, just get a short one. Just go to YouTube. Tesla in space.
Then you're gonna say I
space.
picked the wrong one that got edited, so I'm trying to find the one that's from SpaceX.
We could just abandon the subject. So fruitless.
You know what? it may be real. SpaceX may be real.
That?
Exactly. Why?
But you've seen them shoot the rockets off. I mean, literally,
it looks,
people
when you look
watch
at it,
them.
anytime you see a rocket shoot, you see it go up and then you see it go down into the ocean.
No,
they launch rockets. They're launching rockets.
That's what it looks like, because what you're seeing it go over the curve of the earth, Eddie. You're seeing it go over the ocean. You're seeing it go up and over. And so as it gets further away that you can't see it anymore, it looks like it's going down.
It's supposed to be going up,
but
not
it is going
parallel
down.
to the ground.
Up. It's not going parallel to the ground.
Okay. So
they're shooting him into space, and the planet is spinning.
Yeah, okay. I understand that that's what you believe, but you got to understand why I believe what I believe, because
that's what you see. But if you have someone explain it to you, will you still believe it? If you have a scientist explain to you how the physics work,
no explanation. There's no explanation. I need evidence.
You need evidence.
And then when you see evidence, when you see that Tesla that they launched, and you see how fake it looks so fake.
Okay, but just because something doesn't look real doesn't mean it's fake.
But it doesn't mean it's real. I need evidence. I need evidence. That's not evidence. You look at it like that's not evidence.
Everything you see that you haven't seen with your own eyes might be fake.
Maybe. I don't trust. It's a liar you don't trust.
That's like a simulation.
You know,
right?
I had a friend who lied about everything. Everything about his life, where he was from, all the things he did. He was a wrestling champion. He had everything. Then I found out, like 2 years into the relationship, little by little, that he lied about this and he lied about that. Then I find out that he lied about everything. He's one of those guys that lies about everything.
And that's how you view the government.
Yeah, exactly. So he may be telling the truth, and even total liars will tell the truth throughout the day a lot, just to get through the day. That you have to tell the truth to get, but then, at the drop of a hat, they're going to lie about their life in some crazy way or whatever.
I understand your logic, Eddie. Let me slow you down here. I understand your logic, but you also have to assume that most of the people that are telling you the truth about this or that online, that also don't have proof, that also are talking about these things, and they haven't shown you, you haven't seen it, you haven't been there, just like you haven't been, examining satellites. These people, they you don't know if they're full of shit either.
They could be real. They could be.
But why would you assume they were? Why would you assume they were, but the satellites are fake? See what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Assume that the people that are making these YouTube videos, that they're correct, but the people that are putting up satellites are full of
by science. That's it. Scientific evidence, like real science. Like water is always level, right? We know that. Water is always level. At 100 miles in the ocean.
This is a bad conversation if you don't understand how gravity works over a giant sphere.
No. If
This is just one of the examples I got. I'm going to switch over to another one, because the reason I use this as an example is because why not just explore the topics? Who cares? In my interview with Eddie, we explored, he was talking about flat earth and I gave him my theory. I was talking about giant earth. That's my theory. Oh, you guys don't even know about that one. That's some 5D chess right there. But why not explore? Who cares? You're just exploring a topic. Everybody knows that Joe Rogan's smoking a blunt. They're passing it around, this, that. Everybody knows the deal with the podcast. Why not just explore? Here's another example where things get really heated between Joe, Eddie, and Jamie.
How many whales died in this?
Oh, everything died. Dude.
Everyone. All the fish.
They made some tuna salad out of that.
All the fish are
Look at the water come down. How crazy that is.
What that boat's though, huh?
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of bomb that is. I don't know.
Look at that.
That's a big explosion. That's high. That's big, but I don't know what conventional bombs.
It's what difference does it make?
Because Eddie's saying the reason why they threaten nuclear bombs is to keep everyone kind of chill, but we might not have the.
They've got the power to do that, dude. That would wipe out a city.
But maybe you could do that with just regular conventional bombs. Maybe that's like 10.
Okay.
What I'm saying is I don't know.
Right. Well, you should find out.
I don't know.
This is a nuclear bomb.
Okay.
I mean, the scientists all agree there's no conspiracy. The conspiracy is amongst idiots.
Okay.
These people that are talking about it online, they literally have no idea what they're talking about. And they're spreading this nonsense.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I understand I don't know.
I understand you don't know, but don't even bother questioning it. It's a waste of time. You're going down a rabbit hole for no reason. You're wasting all this time. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? I don't need to know.
What do you care about me wasting my time? Well, I could waste my time on whatever. Why are you so concerned? Why are you so concerned about me wasting my time?
Because you waste our time too.
Why? It's an interesting conversation.
About whether or not nuclear
we don't
bombs
have to talk
are real.
You don't
about
want
this.
answers, though.
We don't have to talk about this.
Why don't you want to find the answer to it? Why do you just want to question it? You could look up the answer. You could go study it.
You could look up. Yeah, you could look up anything.
It's not going to look up. If you literally want to know the answer to this particular question,
you could look it up on Google.
No, I'm not saying that. I want to finish. No. You could go to college. You could get a professor. You could find any number of people that have the answers, could show you how to study them, could prove the test to you, could lay it out, could give you all these instructions so you could go do it on your own without anybody else.
I don't care about it that much.
Then why again, then Joe's point, why bring it to us and question it?
I just don't trust anything I can't verify for myself.
But you
don't have to get mad because of that. Why are you mad because of that? You're getting mad right now. Because I don't trust from the government.
You can verify this. You can verify this. You just said you can't, but you can. That's the issue on some of these things with science. They are.
Have you verified it?
Yes, they're verifiable.
How did you verify it?
I went physics class.
And what is
at college? I got an A.
Okay. So that proves that proves nuclear bombs.
Well, he understands it, Eddie.
I didn't make it to that class. I quit college. I didn't keep going down the nuclear class. That's farther in than physics 111 and 112 at Ohio State. They don't give it to the freshmen.
Damn, I didn't go to
high
Ohio
level.
State.
That's it. I mean, if you want the answers, you can go get them. It's not just question the world.
This is why it's frustrating, because you don't want the answers. You just want to question everything that the, in air quotes, government says.
Who cares? Why are you so angry over that?
It's frustrating.
Why?
Because the world being flat, because nuclear bombs being fake, because dinosaurs not being real. All those things are crazy. They're a giant waste of time.
For who?
For us. When we're talking about
Let's talk about something else.
Okay, but you like talking about those things.
Hey, I didn't.
Listen. This is what I'm gonna say right here. Okay, I'm gonna say it with a click. Hey, Buddy used to have a show called "You Question Everything." let me just go down the list for you guys. Okay, we're just gonna stop at bio apocalypse. No. Let's go deeper. Let's go. Screw it. Let's browse the episodes. What's episode number 1, ladies and gentlemen? Bigfoot DNA. Hey, man, you sure it's not okay to just waste a little time talking about random things? This guy was looking at Bigfoot, and look what he's wearing. Come on, Joe. Everybody know the weaponized weather. Come on, Robo Sapiens. That's a real thing now. Come on, real close encounters. Come on, psychic spies. Come on. Joe used to question everything. What happened? I don't get it. And now he's looking at Eddie like, you really just want to question the government? Like, this is a big waste of time. It's a podcast. Think about all the stories you've heard on Joe Rogan's podcast. That's what made me go down this rabbit hole. That's what made me make another episode even further down the line where I was like, Joe Rogan silences Eddie Bravo again. And in this video, I guess I'll play a little bit of it.
You know that Led Zeppelin cover of the Zeppelin blimp crashing?
Yeah.
That was to just erase blimps from history.
That.
We don't want blimps. They're too dangerous.
Led Zeppelin was on board with this? The CIA got a hold of Led Zeppelin?
You don't think the CIA created the music business?
Well, no.
You guys don't know about this?
Musicians.
You don't know about this?
Yeah, but I think musicians created the music.
When you find out the CIA,
Jim Morrison,
they created the hippie movement. They created it. They created the record scene.
The
music industry.
No, who was Jim Morrison's dad? Tell him.
Joe knows this.
Yeah,
Jim Morrison's dad did what?
He was like a CIA guy.
Yeah,
piece of
orchestrated the Gulf of Tonkin false flag.
Do you know that, B?
Did you know it?
You ever heard him sing
But
live?
that's why he rebelled from
No
his
wonder I
dad.
don't like, dude, I never liked the Doors. I was like, when I grew up, I'm like, the Doors.
What?
This is the
Wow.
end is a good song. This is the end. But other than that.
Break on through to
is
the
that?
other side?
Oh my God, I hate that.
Put it on.
Oh my God, take.
Put it on.
You can on YouTube.
Oh, I hated that.
Can we play it on YouTube?
No,
we can't.
Also, if I
Like, dude, I hated that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
my goodness.
Oh, it's cracked.
Orly Alves done.
As soon as he just.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
fighting Dagestanians out here.
Wow.
My screen's 10 seconds ahead of you guys. I'll stop.
That flying knee was amazing.
Savage.
Good.
Break on, dude.
the other side.
What was the other one? What was the other one?
This is Riders on the Storm.
Oh my God, horrible.
Great
Wow,
song.
Eddie.
Dude.
Even though
You
he's
know, Jim Morrison
CIA.
was
5 to 1,
never
5 to
wanted to,
1?
he never wanted to be
5 to 1, baby.
there was no aspirations to be a rock star, singer, nothing. All of a sudden, he just became one.
He's a
There was no
plant. He's a
aspiration.
plant,
No one
Brad.
had any idea.
Eddie, he was very talented. The Doors were talented.
You need to look. There's a book called. You like books, right? There's a book called "Weird Scenes on Laurel Canyon."
I have the book. I'll give it to you Monday.
Dude,
Weird
Dude.
scenes on Loyal Can. I'm gonna get
Dude.
it. I'm gonna get
It's
it
a
on.
great
Dave McGowan. Holy, they orchestrated all that.
When you look at the other bands that were living in Laurel Canyon at the time, it's nuts.
It was all CIA, and Lookout Mountain Laboratories. That was a top secret Air Force intelligence. Dude,
You know who owns that now? Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Yes, but the people who
wonder why.
wrote the songs were musicians.
What do you mean? You wonder why? You think Jared Leto?
I don't know, Jared. I don't know.
Something's going on there, man.
Listen, 30 Seconds to Mars. They got a good song. They got a.
And then Joe goes on about how Jared Leto's a great guy and he actually showed him pictures and they've had dinner together and all this stuff. It's very funny. But the point of this video, why I said he got silenced again, is because they cut him off. They keep on interrupting him. And then I go to another clip where Joe's talking to another guest about the same topic. And he's just all ears. He's like, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. And it's just, I found it interesting. So I had to go to Eddie Bravo. Sorry about that. I had to go to Eddie Bravo himself. I had to say, Eddie, what's going on here? So let's play this clip, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Bravo on the podcast. It's about time. Let's go right to the beginning here. Let's go. What? Why did it just go away? Oh, no. Oh, no.
But listen, you bring up security reasons, okay? This is what we all want to know in the Joe Rogan community, in the JRE community. Is Joe protecting you when he doesn't let you talk about conspiracies? Is that what's going on?
No.
A lot of people think Joe's like super famous and he's like, I don't want anything to happen to my boy, so I can't let my boy say this stuff on this platform. Is that what's going on? Did he ever give you a talk like, hey, listen, listen, the Illuminati chief came to me.
No.
And he said either Eddie has to join or he doesn't get to keep saying this stuff.
He's not trying to protect me at all.
All right.
There's zero protection going on. There's zero I'm at the point now where there's people that are trying to awaken people. I'm done with that. Because if you're still with that Joe Biden and the Kamala I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm done waking people up. Now there's a new wave. There's a Candace Owens, like people like you, Russell Brand, all these people. Like you awaken people because people aren't going to listen to me anyways. Like Alex Jones ain't awakening nobody because as soon as people that are asleep find out Alex Jones said something, they're not going to believe him. So at this point, the only way you're going to wake people up is with people that are half awake.
Bro. There are so many people. Listen, maybe you're right about the asleep people or completely gone, but there are so many people who want to hear from Eddie Bravo. There's
No.
many.
No. Let me finish. I'm done trying to awaken people because if I need to awaken you at this point, dude, you're fucking gone. I have no interest. What I'm here to do is the people that are already awakened. Just because you're awakened doesn't mean it's over. Now we got to maintain and always it's evolving, and then there's new layers and there's some new and I'm just dealing with people that are awakened and we're still trying to figure out what's going on. There's some new today, there's some new tomorrow, there was some new yesterday. It isn't like, okay, you're awakened and it's over. No, it's just the beginning. So I'm here to talk to people that are already awakened and they want to expand and add new layers because there's so many things to be awakened to. It isn't one subject. There's literally 1,000 subjects, and it's always changing and evolving. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to the people that are not and they're already awakened. And I don't want to talk to the people that, if you're still asleep, I don't want to talk to you. I'll let Jimmy Dore awaken you. I'll let Bill Maher awaken you. I'll let Candace Owens. Those people, because the people that are still asleep, they'll listen to those people because they're just newly awakened, right?
Yeah.
They'll listen to like that's how powerful they are. People talk on like Jimmy Dore. He still believes that. But people are listening to him. They're not listening to Alex Jones. Alex Jones ain't gonna awaken new people. I'm not gonna awaken new people.
Okay.
As soon as they hear it's me or Alex Jones, they go, "Oh, it's Alex Jones." But when they hear Joe Rogan talking about it, when they hear Tulsi Gabbard talking about some new, those are the only people that awaken the zombies that are still out there roaming the earth. All right, me, I have no interest. I did that by myself. It was me and 3 people. It was me and 3 people awakening people. I'm on Joe Rogan's podcast 85 times. Getting ridiculed, getting persecuted, getting beaten down and eviscerated. I'm done. I'm done. So when I go on Joe Rogan,
is that what it felt like when you're on there?
Yeah. So when I go on, I'm like, please cut me off. I don't even want to go there. Like you guys are anyways. I could talk about UFC. I could talk about football. I love football. I like football. I like football more than the UFC. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about that too. I ain't trying to awaken people. So now on JRE, anytime someone cuts me off or I'm like, thank you. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Because if you need me at this point to awaken you, you're a zombie, and I have no interest in awakening zombies. You know what I mean? I'll leave that to the new wave. I love the new wave of people coming up. I love that. It's your turn. I pass the baton. I'm just dealing with the people that are already awake and that are interested in learning the new shit that's constantly being updated every day. That's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to people, zombies. Like I don't want to. I have no interest. As soon as my son's balls deep into baseball, and I'm dealing with all these parents. These parents are asleep. I'm not trying to awaken nobody. I'm like, I put hey, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. Garcia? How you doing, Mr. John?
Okay,
put my earbuds on, and I'm like, I'm watching baseball with the earbuds on. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm not trying to awaken If you have questions, if you have questions and you're on the fence and you're like, and you could tell by the question and by the tone of the question, if you're legitimately on the fence and you're interested in new information, I'm down with that. But if you ask me a question like, well, then why did he do that? Then I'm like, I don't want to convince you of nothing. You stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. I'm done. Like it's too painful. It's too painful.
Man, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is.
So when you see me on JRE, I literally go on there going, I ain't talking no more because but if you ask me a question every now and then, Brendan Shaw asks me, he tries to go, I'll talk, but as soon as you interrupt me, I'm like, I'm done. Let's talk about I don't give a shit. I'm like, I'm not, it's not worth it. It's too dangerous to sit out there trying to convince all the zombies. I'm like,
all of us really thought that there was a coordinated type of effort to kind of silence you on the podcast. All of us in the fan base were like, oh, because as soon as I made that video, so many people were like, yo, where's Eddie? Why are they like silencing Eddie? Why are they doing that? Like so many people.
No. I'm silencing myself, man. I'm done.
Okay.
I've said everything. I'm on Joe Rogan's podcast. I say Donald Trump is the greatest president of all time. I said that on Joe Rogan's podcast in front of the whole world. You know what I mean? I've done my shit, so I talked about flat earth. At this point, I swear, you know what? Like, really? Like, I can care less about doing people's podcasts. I'm doing your podcast, you're doing my pod. I can give Michael Plaster set this up. Like, I turned down podcasts, like major big podcasts.
Really?
I turned down major podcasts on the regular, dog. I don't give I don't give a no more. I did my work.
Wow.
I did my work. If you're still asleep, good fucking luck.
Eddie Bravo, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of that. Now, there is going to be a full interview that I'm going to release later on tonight, I believe. I'm releasing this one during the day and then the full thing at night. And then there will be a surprise after that I will let you guys know about. But there you go. That's a question I've had for a long time, because every time you see, I don't know about you, let me know in the comment section if you've noticed it too. I see a different reaction to Eddie Bravo than I do to other people. And you know it's not a hate thing with him and Joe. They're like family. So it's a love thing. That's why I always go towards protection. Because if I have friends who are going to be on here and they're going to say some stuff, and I actually do have conversations beforehand, like, bro, you got a job in construction. Like, some people might see it, like, you might want to, I'll let people know you might want to, not for my sake, because you can go off, it's fine, but for your own sake. So I would imagine Joe might have those same conversations, but Eddie's saying no. He's saying there's no protection at all, nothing like that. I wonder what it is, Maybe it's just the money. Maybe it's just like, not like money changed Joe, but maybe he was just like, yo, this is a business now. I can't have this type of stuff on anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if you watch episode 1 to like episode 400, buddy, you don't see those type of guests on like, you see some of the same people. There's some remnants of what the show is today, but there's some stuff where it's like, that's not going to be on anymore. I mean, she used to have conversations about saying the N-word. I mean, everybody knows that. So it's changed a lot, but that was my big question to Eddie Bravo, because I don't understand why there is that visceral reaction. Again, let me know in the comment section if you guys have noticed that as well. Eddie Bravo is a legit dude. I have to say this. Eddie, if you're seeing this, he says he watches the show every day. Thank you so much. But this guy, exactly who you see in the JRE, that's exactly who the guy is. Great guy, just straight up, down to earth dude. I was blown away by the fact that he would even do my podcast, and the fact that he wanted me on his. Like, it was just beyond, man. So yeah, shout out to everybody. The second anniversary of this podcast just went by about 4 or 5 days ago. So it's like 2 years, and like, I get Eddie Bravo on. Absolutely amazing. Maybe year 4 we'll be on the JRE ourselves. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's that. And honestly, after showing you guys all these clips here from this episode that I did, to this episode that I did, Joe Rogan silences Eddie Bravo again. Listen. I understand what Eddie's saying, where he's a little fed up, but also, I don't know, man. Wouldn't you want the guy who's been on the show so much, that people love so much, wouldn't you want him to just go off? Let him go on a rant. Let him talk about things being flat. Let him talk about things being fake. Who cares? What's the big deal? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I myself don't get it. Maybe for Joe, it's just a visceral reaction. He just really dislikes that. Dislikes flat earth. I don't know. I find it interesting. I find these conversations interesting. In fact, when you watch the full podcast, I actually try to give Eddie a theory of mine, because there's regular round earth theory. Okay. Then there's flat earth theory. And there's my theory, which is gigantic earth theory. Oh, your boy knows how to. You think I put on these tinfoil Speedos for no reason? I know how to play 5D chess. I know how to play. I've been watching JRE since the beginning. I know a little something about 5D chess. Little something about conspiracy jiu-jitsu. I know a little something. But you guys will have to go and check that out. Anyways, just wanted to bring you that epic moment. I can't lie. I'm a fan like everybody else. Epic moment. I was so nervous the whole time. For anybody who's been watching me since the beginning, thank you so much. Things like that happen only because of you. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. And other than that, I'm out.